Hi, I'm Dwight Agnor, and you were invited to this website because you live in Asia and you're one of the very few people who have had the ability to try Mila. Either me or one of my friends has given you a free sample of Mila, and you took the time to come watch this video because Mila has rocked your world. But I want to make sure that you understand that most people in Asia do not even know about Mila yet. Now, if we had tried to tell you what Mila would do for you, you probably would not have believed us. There's only one way to really believe what Mila can do, and that's by experiencing it for yourself. And you have now experienced it. So many of you have called or contacted me on Facebook and told me that your constipation is gone. Many of you have told me that your knee pain or arthritis pain is gone. Your reflux is gone. Many of you have told me you have great new energy. Many of you have told me you've lost kilos of weight. Some of you were already too thin, and you were thrilled because Mila made you hungrier and you started to eat more and you actually gained weight. Many of you have called to tell me your moods are better. Many of you have told me your cholesterol is going down, your blood pressure is going down, and almost all of you have told me that your energy is better than it has ever been. That is a miracle, right? I call that the Mila miracle. And we want to share the Mila miracle because there's a lot of money to be made. But we wanted you to experience Mila before we talked about the money. So let's talk now about the business. You know, Mila is owned by a company called Lifemax. Mila by Lifemax. You know, we have a great distributor in the company. I am a Lifemax independent distributor, and one of the best distributors that I know is a guy named Brian Bilbrough. And Brian told me, just tell the Lifemax story. See, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a professional person to present. So I just want to share with you the story and tell you the facts. And I just want to start by asking one question, a very simple question. Now that you have experienced Mila, do you want to stop eating Mila, or do you want to continue to eat Mila every day? Now, I know what the answer is, and if you're honest, you know what the answer is. You do not want to stop eating Mila. You want to continue to eat Mila. Everybody would say the same thing. So the question is, how many people do you know, how many friends and how many family do you know that would love Mila? And if you gave them a free sample of Mila, the same way we gave you a sample, and their sample ran out and they had no more Mila, would they love the Mila as much as you? Would they want to stop eating Mila, or would they want to continue eating Mila also? And you know the honest answer to that question. So we have something very, very special. And again, very few people in Asia even know about this yet. Mila by Lifemax. Now this particular website you're on is youtube.com/Mila4Asia. Write that down so you will remember it. My name is Dwight, D-W-I-G-H-T, Agnor, A-G-N-O-R, and you can contact me on Facebook. Now, I want to tell you the Lifemax story. The Lifemax Corporation is based in Orlando, Florida. The owners are Jim and Sherry Ware. These are personal friends of mine. I knew them before they started Lifemax. They're wonderful people. They're honest people. I would not be involved with this company if it were not for them. They were also extremely successful in real estate development in South Florida. They made millions and millions of dollars before they were 40 years old. They're a wonderful married couple with a beautiful child. They invested their money, almost $10 million US dollars cash of their money, to start this company. So there is no debt in this company. No debt. There's no banks, no investors. There's no financial difficulty with this company. The DSA stands for the Direct Sales Association. Now, that is an association that oversees all of MLMs. They analyze the MLMs. They look at their compensation plans and their ability to provide the product and their abilities, their logistics, and etc., etc. And usually it takes 3 or 4 years before the DSA will give their stamp of approval to a company. And I'm proud to tell you that Lifemax Corporation is one of the very few ever that got the DSA approval in the first year of business. I'm sharing this with you so that you understand that the only thing greater than the Mila is the company behind Mila. The first bag of Mila was actually delivered on December 1st, 2008. Now I want you to remember December of 2008. Remember? That's when the economy went bad all over the world and everyone was scared to death. It was the worst time ever. That is when Lifemax started. And in the first year of business, Lifemax did $10 million US dollars in business. $10 million worth of Mila was sold in the first year with no advertising, no commercials, just people like me sharing Mila with people like you, and people like you sharing it with your friends and family. But now is June of 2010, only a year and a half later, and this year, the second year of business, we are projecting to do 50 million US dollars. First year 10 million, second year 50 million. That is a 500% increase with no advertising, just people sharing it with one another. And now we start into Asia. Nobody in Asia knows about this yet except you and a small handful of other people. As I say, this is now, June of 2010. We are now open in Singapore and Malaysia. Starts this week. That's all. I was one of the very first people to start in Asia just a few months ago. Most of you know me. We are now opening next month in Indonesia. And soon we'll be opening in Thailand and Vietnam. Also next month we'll be opening in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Japan. And this fall we'll be opening in Australia and New Zealand. Now I bet almost all of you have friends or family that live in one or more of those countries. None of those people know about Mila. How many of those people do you think would like to have the same results that you have had? A lot. Now, there was a very smart man in this world. We all know about Aristotle Onassis. And Aristotle Onassis used to say all the time this very simple saying: the secret to getting rich is to know something that nobody else knows about. To be first. And that is exactly where we are. We are first. We have the most amazing whole raw food, the greatest natural nutrition on earth, and nobody knows about it yet. You are so lucky because somehow or another you are one of the few people that got the first taste of Mila in Asia. Now, these people, Jim and Sherry Ware, spared no expense, and they hired the best people. Paul Rogers is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. I know Paul Rogers. He's one of the finest men I have ever known. Mike Battistelli is the president, another amazing man. Many of you have come to know me personally. You know that I'm honest. You know you can trust me. You know I speak the truth. And I tell you, if you like me, you will love these people. All of the people at the top of this company are the best. That is why I am involved with this company. The compensation plan is amazing. Now, these are YouTube videos, and I am limited to less than 10 minutes each. So I have to end this video, but on this YouTube channel, there are several videos, and I want you to watch them all. I will explain more about Mila, more about the business. I will explain the compensation plan. Our goal and our mission is to help to change the health and the wealth of the world. Yes, don't you know that your health has already been changed? And now, let's talk about your wealth. And wouldn't you like to help the health and the wealth of everyone you know and care about? How about your family? Don't you think your children should be eating Mila every day? The time is now. How many times have you heard people say, I wish I had gotten involved with that at the very beginning, but I didn't do it. 1 year from now, you will be saying one of two things. You will either be saying that you wish you had gotten involved, that you had a chance, but you didn't do it, or you will be saying, I am so glad I got involved as a Lifemax distributor. You see, this is the greatest food on earth. Anybody that eats Mila will never want to stop eating Mila. They will tell everyone they know about it. And the only place they can get Mila is from Lifemax distributors like me, and hopefully like you. I hope you'll join me. I'm Dwight Agnor, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.